What is up, watch friends? Welcome to another edition of Talking Timepieces with Tony. Cartier, that's what we're talking about. What's the matter? You can't afford that Patek Philippe Nautilus or the Audemars Piguet? A little tired of being on that wait list for Rolex? Well, I got news for you. There's a really good alternative. I wouldn't even call it an alternative, I would call it an equal. Let's talk about it. All right, man. So, polishing cloth from Bindi. Excellent, excellent polishing cloths. So let's talk about it, man. You know, a lot of people are tired of waiting on that wait list for Rolex. A lot of people really do like the Patek Philippe Nautilus. A lot of people really love the Audemars Piguet. These are watches that are extremely difficult to get, as you know, and if you can get them, they're extremely expensive. Rolex, waiting on the wait list. There's a really good watch out there that, fuck those guys. Cartier, you know, this is the Santos Large. It's extremely versatile. It's iconic. It's classy. And the minute you see it, you know what it is. And best of all, the waiting list for this watch, zero. There is no waiting list. Go into your Cartier boutique and just pick one up. Uh, the thing is that if during this whole craziness that we call the watch during the pandemic or whatever, if the Cartier was up there and you couldn't get it because of short supply, this would be just as equally in demand as a Patek, an AP, or a Rolex. The bottom line is you can get them. They make watches. I mean, they're iconic. I've gone through the history and the heritage of this watch, and so many other people have too. And for the price point, 7,450 plus tax. Out in California, it's 10%. I got 5%. I paid $7,800 for it. Came with another strap, and then I ordered another custom strap, which cost me almost $400. So it brings me just over a little over $8,000. And if this watch was on the secondary market at $20,000 or $30,000, people are gonna go, dude, you're so full of it. That's bullshit. No one was gonna wait for a Cartier. Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. If this shit was up there just like the rest of them, you'd be all fucking freaking out. Just like the OP. OPs were the entry level. Let's get an entry level Rolex. Let's an OP. They're easy to get. No, you can't get them anymore. Fuck, I want one and I can't get one. Be the same fucking thing, right? So let's just talk about it for a minute as far as how beautiful this watch is. For one, it's super classy, iconic, 39 millimeters, a little about 39 and a half. Square watch wears at a little over 40 millimeters, what it kind of wears like. You know, uh, you got the screws in the bezel. Long before Gerald Genta came up with that whole thing, Cartier did it first. First ever men's wristwatch, first ever pilot's watch, first ever sports watch. I had a viewer saying, it's not the first watch. It's not. No, it's not the first watch. I think Breguet was, but the first men's watch. Okay, so you have just about 40 millimeters, super high polished bezel. Yes, it is a scratch magnet, but just be careful with them. You've got a spinel in the crown. It's not a sapphire. People think it's a sapphire. It's a piece of glass that's cut, so it's a spinel. You have a very slim case that contours to the wrist, so it's extremely comfortable. A slightly domed and curved sapphire crystal, and a date aperture at the 6 o'clock, which I can't read with my glasses on. But the cool thing about it too is that this watch is so legible, I don't even need my glasses to see what time it is. And that's the beautiful thing about this as well. One thing I don't like is the power reserve, it's just 42 hours, but it's an in-house 1847 MC, I think. Again, the watch is super comfortable, and it's super versatile as well. You know, I mean, you can get different variations on this. You can get the Santos Dumont, which is a quartz variation, or I think the large is just a manual wind. You can get this in a skeleton watch. You can get the Cartier Crash, which is pretty bitchin'. You know, a lot of people really like those. You know, Cartier makes some stunning, beautiful watches. Great thing is, again, no wait list, and it's an icon on your wrist. You can go out and buy one of these today. Maybe not now because the shops are closed, at least in the United States. Changing the strap on this thing is super freaking easy. Sizing it is super easy. The bracelet has buttons in it. You press and the pin pops out, and you can remove links super easy. Changing the strap, I've done this before. You know, I've got it on the bracelet right now because the bracelet is iconic. You know, and I usually prefer leather watch, you know, straps, not bracelets, but I love the bracelet on this. So just to pop it off, you just press that button, press this button, and now the bracelet is off the watch. I'm just doing it really quick. And then, oh man, I wish I didn't do that. Okay, so we put the strap on it. Since the strap is a custom strap, it just fits really tight. That's what she said. Okay, now we have a beautiful strap on the watch. Now, keep in mind, Cartiers come with two straps. This one comes with a brown, sort of honey-colored additional leather strap and one buckle. When you buy the custom strap, it does not come with a buckle. So here's the watch. Now, I have totally changed the look. You know, I've done a couple videos on this watch before, but if you're looking for something and you can't get that watch you want, man, seriously, look into Cartier. I wish Cartier were paying me, but they're not. You know, I'm just straight up legit love this watch. I've had it for about 6 months. Prior to that, I had the medium, which I bought, and then I sold it right away, and I bought the large, and I've been super happy with it. It keeps, you know, it keeps time as good as my Rolex, +2, -2 seconds per day. And I haven't counted that exactly, but it's pretty close to what my Rolex is doing. And the only other thing is the power reserve. You know, if you don't wear it and you just take it off, it'll just be dead by the next day, unless you just wear it every day. And I don't wear it every day, but you know. So if you want something that's iconic and it is a conversation starter, I can tell you that not one person's ever stopped me and said, "Hey, I love your Rolex," you know, because a lot of people probably think it's fucking fake, you know. But I have gotten people that go, "Oh, I love that watch. Is that a Cartier?" Not that I'm the type of person that wants to really stop and have a conversation with you, but if someone brings up the watch and wants to say something about it, I'm more than happy to say, "Yeah, definitely, man. It's a beautiful watch." Anyway, on that note, you know, I'm just chilling, having a beer, and I appreciate all of you who like and subscribe to my channel. So like and subscribe if you want to, and if you don't, don't. But I appreciate you guys. All right, thanks a lot. One last note, I just scratched the back of my watch. When I changed the strap, the bracelet hit the back, and I just looked at it, and I've got 2 scratches. You're not going to be able to see it probably, but I did scratch the back. Fuck. It's the price you pay, man. It's what I do for you guys. All right.